He doesn't take nights off.
Do you think LeBron James is up there with the greatest players of all time?
Yes. According to the position that he plays, you know, when people start comparing him with Jordan, then that's not a fair comparison. Because, Jordan is far more superior player. I mean, that's not taking anything away from LeBron James because he's a great player. But it's not a fair comparison because I think Jordan is much far superior player.
LeBron is not as good as Michael Jordan? Come on.
What do you think?
LeBron is in a class by himself. What is legacy anyway? A guy can play or he can't play. Legacy is after you're through with the game and gone, and look back on your career. All this legacy stuff people talk about before a guy even finishes playing, it's just TV talk.
Let's talk about the Michael LeBron thing. They played in different eras. Mm-hmm. They're, in my opinion, they're right there. It's either A or B.
Okay.
LeBron James is the only one who didn't struggle right away.
Right.
He came in and was a good player. He wasn't great right away, but he was a good player.
Right.
But also in this generation where everybody's got a cell phone and people out to get you, he's never gotten in trouble. He's exceeded what
any expectations.
Any expectations. And to never get in trouble in this generation. Like I say, everybody's got a cell phone now. People are deliberately trying to get you.
Yes.
I think it's the greatest sports story ever.
It's like when he was in his 14th, 15th year, I was just like, when he's his 17th, 18th year, it's just like, damn, that's actually is dope. When you're 39 in your 20th year and then like half your life is in the league and then you played against like 40% of the players that's ever played in the league, it's just like, that longevity has to mean something. There has to be a standard. Like, if you really, truly want to know what greatness is like, of course you can accumulate championships in a short amount of time and accolades in a short amount of time. You can have a nice, quick, spurted moment, but like, I truly appreciate somebody who's been in that shit for a long time.
There is no denying like his greatness in terms of what he can do on the court. And like sometimes even when you're playing against him, you're in awe because it's like the way he can control the tempo of the game, the way he can dominate scoring, passing, just his overall just presence and his IQ, like all that stuff. Like we all talk about it. And you have to appreciate your competition if you want to beat him because there's got to be that, as coach would call it, the appropriate fear.
Absolutely.
But people always compare eras too, right? And they always say we're more buddy-buddy than eras of past because there ain't no fights on the court. Like we all work out with each other. You got business crossover, friendships, like all that stuff off the court. And they always talk about like that's ruining the game. He's an amazing basketball player, and he brings the best out of you, and you have to be your best if you're going to try to beat him. And I think he feels vice versa. And so you love those experiences. Somebody's got to win, and it's part of the nature of what we're dealing with. But there's so much respect and, again, appreciation for the battles and the experiences and the back and forth because it's basketball at the highest level, and that's all you can ask for.
Are you aware that there are some of your diehard fans that have an issue with LeBron being termed as part of the family?
Yeah, I hear that, but listen, if you're a fan of mine, you're a fan of winning. And whether you're a fan of his or not, if you were a fan and you don't agree with what he's saying and now he just lost a fan, he's fine with that because he's going to do what's right. And I think that's a great example for all of us.
Well, I mean, I'm of the mindset that his legacy as one of the all-time greats is already sealed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, he's already done that.
Well, yeah.
You would agree with that assessment,
yeah.
Obviously, right?
Yeah. I think, for me, and I'm sure for Bryant as well, is, the way we approach the game is the same way we approach life. You do the right thing. You make the right play. Make the right play. And in life, it's the same thing. What do you feel in your heart is the right thing to do? And you do that. It seems so simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the hardest things to do. Like, he's going to do what's right. And we're about winning championships. So they'll fall in line.
You could just tell what he was going to be and who he was going to be, and that he was going to be such a dominant player for such a long time. And it was great playing against early and again late in my career. And just watching his trajectory of his career, you just see it coming. But playing against a young LeBron and an older LeBron, two different players, two totally different players, and it was fun to watch and be a part of.
As far as playing basketball, you've got to enjoy this guy. If you're a basketball fan, you got to sit back and go, "Wow, how did he do that?" Or I always say, "Boy, I wish I had his speed."
Yeah.
You know. But some of the stuff that kid does out there, he's by far our best player in this league. I don't think there's really anyone next to him. I think he's there, then you go down the list.
You always talk about the great play. I tell people, quit whining about LeBron. Enjoy him while he's here. He's unbelievable. I mean, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever. Then you go back, I played against Magic, Michael, Kareem. I mean, the list goes on and on. So it's hard to pick one guy. But, I mean, it just seems like everybody in their era thinks their era is the best. I don't buy any of that.
Right.
Things change.
There's nobody at that height and size that can move that fast and also go through contact and still score. We've never seen it before. Right. And still make his teammates better. So he's leading in so many different ways. He can score, he could defend, he can rebound, he can assist. We've never seen that at a guy that size and that fast and that strong.
Right.
But also, we forget, he's the smartest dude.
Right.
His basketball IQ is so far above everybody else. He reads situations, he reads the game. He could do it all. And I think at the end of the day, to pass two Lakers, you're on the Lakers.
Right.
And now you're gonna pass me, and then eventually Kareem to be the all-time leading scorer. And number 3 all-time in assists.
Right.
Wow. You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
So who do you think is the greatest player of all time?
I think we can't determine that. It's impossible to determine that. The circle has to keep getting bigger because there's more and more great players coming through that deserve to be in the circle. So, I just try to acknowledge everybody, and, I let the people that go to sports bars, they can argue about it, they order their wings and their brews, and they can start arguing. But we're not going to figure this one out. LeBron's career is one of someone who planned to dominate this game. And he immediately started to have his effect. And, it's gone for almost 20 years now. So I think that, you got to give him credit for just the way that he planned to last and to dominate.
Disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. 2005, they voted me as like the best or the most popular athlete. It's ironic that I'm the youngest of the 3. So in essence, it's all relevated on who is watching now. If you ask 20 years from now, I'm pretty sure LeBron may beat me, based on who's going to be making the voting. So if you ask me, I could never give you an opinion about things like that, because as an athlete, all you want to do is be the best athlete you can be.
We play in different eras. He's an unbelievable player. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. I know it's a natural tendency to compare eras to eras, and it's going to continue to happen. I'm a fan of his. I love watching him play. But it's, as you can see, our league is starting to expand on very talented players. And, I think he's made his mark. He will continue to do so over a period of time. But when you start the comparisons, I think it is what it is. It's just a standard of measurement. And I take it with a grain of salt. He is a heck of a basketball player, without a doubt.
And let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comment section. If you did enjoy it, please help me out by hitting that like button, subscribe if you are new, them out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.